Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review on the Maybelline Blush Nudes palette, and honestly I love this palette. So I'm going to start off by saying that Maybelline sent this palette to me to try out, and thank you so much Maybelline for sending it to me because I really do love it. I was kind of skeptical at first. I thought that maybe the pigmentation would be lacking and that the colors would be like, you know, but they're actually really nice, and I've been literally wearing the same look for 3 days now and I love it. And this makeup tutorial will actually be going up pretty soon on my channel after this video goes up, so look out for that if you're interested in recreating this look right here. This palette retails for $9.98 or like $9.99 on walmart.com, so I'm assuming it's like the same price point in the other drugstores. So basically what it is kind of like a dupe for the Naked palettes, I would say, because like the colors, let's be real, they're really similar. So I'm just going to compare it to my Naked 3 palette just so you guys can see the similarity between these shades. So here is the comparison. Obviously, you guys can see that the colors are pretty similar, but the price point is obviously completely different. So I'm actually really happy that Maybelline came out with a palette like this because there aren't that many drugstore palettes out there that resemble the Naked palettes that are actually good quality. And this one I feel is for the most part. So I haven't tried out every color in here, but I've tried out more than half of them, so I think that I can have pretty decent review on these eyeshadows at this time. So first, it comes with 2 applicators that look like this, which you guys know are not the most practical things to use when you're doing your makeup, but they're not the worst. Like, so the first, like the top part of it is like a flat shader brush type of thing, and then this one is more of like a crease kind of smudgy shade. So I guess like they could have came out with a brush, but you know, like drugstore things don't usually come like that, so whatever, that's that. I don't use this and I probably never will, but when I did start out using makeup I did use these little thingies. So on the back of the palette it says 13 looks in one palette. Swatches and how-tos at maybelline.com/eyeshadow. So I guess they have like different looks on their website that you can try to recreate. And oh, I didn't even notice that. What? Okay, so that's actually really cool. So it's kind of like 3 quads in one, which I didn't even realize. So these 4 shades right here are supposed to be like one eye look. So the first color that you use as your brow bone highlight would be this one, and then you would use this one as your all over lid shade, and you would use this one in your crease. Yeah, okay, you would use this one in your crease, and then this one kind of like to smudge as a liner type of thing, I guess. I haven't really tried it out this way because I just noticed that this is how they have it. They also have it as trios as well, so the first 3 shades can be used together, and then these 3 shades can be used together, and the bottom 3 shades could be used together. But I don't see how that would work because honestly they're like really similar. Like the first 3 shades, I would never use them together at the same time because they're just all really similar to me. And then they also have it as a duo, so you would use like these 2 shades together, and like this one would be your lid color and then this one would be your highlight color. But I don't see how that would work either because as you guys can see, this one is like not really a highlight type of color. It's more, I mean, it's like really pink, and like I wouldn't want to put that on my brow bone because that's like, I don't know, it's like really dark for a brow bone highlight. So now I'm gonna swatch all of the colors. So they don't have names unfortunately, but this is actually kind of dandy. Like I didn't even notice this before, but for those of you who are starting off with makeup, I think this could actually work really well. So you have like different looks as I described previously that you can create, which I recommend you guys try that out. So I'm gonna start off by swatching the top row. So the top row is like really neutral, and it's basically like more kind of pinky nudes and then like rose golds towards the end. So that's what that looks like. And I'm going to start off with the white shade. So the white shade just looks like that. It's kind of like a shimmery white pearly color. The one after that is like a pinky, I don't know what this is. It's like a pinky shimmery shade. I don't really know how to describe it. This one to me feels kind of chalky, so I don't know how the quality of this one is. I haven't really used this one. So I can't really comment on that specific shade. This shade I've been using a lot, and this is kind of like a, I don't even know, like a goldy shimmery shade. I'm like really bad at describing this, but it's like a gold shimmery shade, and it's good to use as a highlighter, and that's what kind of like I've been using it for on my face, not even like on my eyes. So the next shade is, oh, this one feels really buttery. So this is a crease shade, I would say. It's kind of like a taupey light brown type of shade, and I really like that. And then this one is really similar to the Naked 3 palette shade. So it's called Trick, and it's like really similar to that one. And I've been loving this color. I've been using it in every eye look that I create. I think it's a great color, and it's very pigmented, so I recommend using this one. And then the one after that literally is my favorite shade out of the whole palette. I've been using this every single day. It is just the most gorgeous, like pinky brown rose gold, like nude shade. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just so pretty, and that's that one, and I'm obsessed with it. Moving on to the second row of colors. The first one is this gray shade, which actually, wow, I just swatched way too much. I've been using this a lot on my lower lash line. I'm actually wearing it today, and it's just like a really nice silvery, like not like super silvery shade, but it's like a nice light silver that's like not like super silvery where you're like scared to use it. So I like that. And most of the bottom shades are kind of like crease shades because they're really dark. This is kind of like a gunmetal shade, similar to the Naked 3 palette as well, because they have a shade like that in there too. And then the next one is kind of like a dark brown shade. Like the previous one I showed you was more of a gray shade, and this one's more of a brown shade. Other than that, they're pretty similar. It's just like the hint of brown versus gray. The next shade is a dark gunmetal-y shade as well. This one's like more dark than the other one. And then this shade right here is super buttery. Highly recommend using this shade. It's kind of like a matte taupey brown color, but it does have slight shimmer to it. So it's not fully matte, but it seems more matte than like all the other shades. So it's like semi-matte, I guess, but I really like this shade, and I use it in the crease, and I love it. And then the final shade is literally exactly like the one in the Naked 3 palette. And this is like a deep brown with red sparkles, which is exactly the same color that the Naked 3 palette comes with, and I'm gonna swatch that one to show you. They're literally like super similar. So yeah, so honestly, overall I do recommend this palette. I think it's like pretty much an exact dupe for the Naked palette, and I mean $50 versus $10, like you guys do the math. So I do recommend it. I think it's a great palette. You get the same amount of shades, and these are good quality eyeshadows. I recommend them. And what I also like about this is that it's so small, and you can just travel with it anywhere, and it's not like taking up a lot of space, unlike the Naked palette, which is a little bit more bulky, as you guys can tell. So that is my review on the Maybelline Blushed Nudes palette. Let me know if you guys have tried it out. I know it's been really hard for people to get their hands on it, so you heard it here first. I do recommend it. You guys should go try it, and it works really well, and it creates really pretty eye looks. And I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more than like this like kind of everyday, you know, rosy pink look that I did today. I'm definitely going to do like some more dark looks for you guys, so you guys can see that, you know, there are different looks you can obviously create with this palette. So yeah, if you guys have tried this out, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to try it out, let me know in the comments below as well. And please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.